I'm like, what's up? And I remember she was like, I'm so sick. And that's how she sounded on the phone. And I was like, Kim, why do you sound like that?
Yeah.
Orlando Brown recently exposed the horrifying ways in which Diddy coerces his victims into participating in his Illuminator rites in exchange for their help in becoming richer and more well-known, setting the internet on fire. Under the pretense of mentoring, Diddy is accused of tricking many people, particularly impressionable boys, into becoming his boy toys. These accusations have surfaced recently. Orlando went so far as to say that Diddy had him have one of these ritualistic freakouts, and many think this is the reason he has serious problems with his mental health and drugs. What's even more bizarre is that despite the numerous victims who have come forward in the lengthy list of people who have been coerced into this ritualistic Illuminati stuff, he is still free. Some even go so far as to claim that the death of Kim Porter was merely an Illuminator ritual designed to get Diddy more money because, during her funeral, he reportedly never allowed anyone to get close to the coffin.
He came over to my house 50 times. 50 of those 50 times her phone was blowing up, and it was him. This was constantly.
So this is, they're not together though at this point.
They're
right?
not together, but it was almost like they were together. I didn't like the dynamic of what I was seeing. Like, I knew that it was causing her pain.
And Cassie, you got a lot of people that feel like Diddy, he probably has something to do with Kim Porter death, and they want the police to reopen her case. How you feel about that?
My man, I wish, for the sake of Kim's family, because bruh, if you know what I know, he put Kim in a gold casket, then has security, 24-hour security at the funeral home, so nobody would go in there and touch the casket or take Kim out of there. I think that they should reopen our case and have an independent pathologist look at everything about her so she can rest in peace. So I know people, paperwork, and this other young lady on the internet, they are spearheading the reopening of Kim's case. And I hope they do.
Orlando Brown was one of the main players in Disney's popular TV series before becoming the unpredictable sugar daddy that most of you are probably unaware of today. That's So Raven gave the impression that his career would take off, but soon after the show ended in 2007 and his mental health began to rapidly deteriorate, he was arrested in Houston for drug possession even though he denied owning the items. Shortly after, he was caught driving and faced more problems. Intoxicated when he was detained and imprisoned for 27 days when he was unable to provide documentation that he had finished the 180-day alcohol education program that the court had mandated. Later, extremely unsettling audio of him was leaked. People began to wonder if the real reason Orlando was such a mess was because he was forced to partake in some Illuminati activities in the industry. Orlando later confirmed these rumors during a sit-down interview, saying he saw a lot of disturbing things in the industry that traumatized the hell out of him. Orlando later went to rehab in 2016, but got pulled back into his raging addiction and ended up arrested again in 2018.
That will make you buckle, bro. They make you buckle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, cause man, people done lost their families, bro. People done lost their kids and people.
When he failed to produce proof that he had completed the 180-day alcohol education program that the court had ordered, he was arrested and held in jail for 27 days. He thereafter made very frightening audio leaks. People started to speculate as to whether Orlando's forced participation in certain Illuminati operations within the industry was the true reason he was such a mess. In a sit-down interview, Orlando later verified these claims, claiming he witnessed a lot of upsetting things in the profession that severely scared him. Orlando later entered treatment in 2016, but he was dragged back into his violent addiction, which culminated to his arrest in 2018.
Yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshkash kusmash. You gave me the ooshkash muaf, the smooshmash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You gave me the ooshkash muash. I love it, yo. I love it. You gave me the ooshkash muash.
And
Ushkash Moash. You know what I'm talking about, Diddy?
And people, adults, the moms, the dads, right there on Target commercials, right there on Walmart commercials, and you're looking at the people that are missing, and they're smiling like they're happy, but they're going back to hell. I just think that, people just need to realize what they're looking at when they're watching the television. Everything is right in front of you. The revolution was televised, and don't nobody give a shit.
This interview, one of the big things that made its rounds all over the internet, went completely viral, was some things you had to say about Diddy.
Oh yeah.
And there was also shortly after that, there was an old video that was kind of going viral, and it was 50 Cent, and where he says he was at a party with Diddy, and he was mad at Diddy because Diddy offered to take him shopping, and he felt like that was only something like you would do for a female.
He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. What did it take to go shopping? What an idiot for turning him down.
So you're not turning Diddy down if he wants to take you shopping?
We going shopping, bro. We going shopping. But at the party, I'm gonna be in my corner with my little rock, and you have your fun, bro. I'm chilling. I'm chilling, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I deserve to be there. But other than that, I'm cool, bro. Y'all have y'all fun, man. Y'all chilling. I'm knowing what's going on. Y'all chill. I'm chilling.
Though some people think he was trying to do the same thing to YK Osiris when he flew into Jamaica for a covert vacation, Orlando isn't the only person he introduced to these Illuminati rituals. Rumors of YK being introduced to Diddy's world first surfaced in 2021 when he and Diddy were spotted on vacation together in Jamaica. Later, YK posted a picture of himself receiving a massage while lying down in his underwear with the caption listening to that Diddy eating good fruit in the beautiful weather. He even reposted a very seductive photo of Diddy shirtless in the pool on his Instagram with the prayer hand emojis, almost like he was worshipping Diddy and being grateful for something. The Illuminati is supposed to help elevate those people's careers, so that explains why he would randomly pose Diddy with those prayer hand emojis. He was likely thanking Diddy for letting him into that world. Then there was Brasher Gray, who people suspected was brought into this mess by Diddy and Will Smith. Charlie Mack, a talent manager who subsequently became Brasher's manager, first noticed him. Charlie pulled a few threads to allow Brasher to try out for the part of Heike in Empire, which turned out to be the role that catapulted him into stardom. Charlie then paired Brasher with Will Smith to help him become a major Hollywood celebrity, and shortly after that, Brasher was—
Well, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Bashir Gray, left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed a dog.
While we're talking about Meek Mill, there have also been rumors for the past few months that Diddy was the one who started the alleged freak-off. In fact, there was a very unsettling audio recording of this purported freak-off, and when it was first leaked, it was said that one of Diddy's former bodyguards had recorded the video.
Champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the f*** out. I don't drink, so I was playing that shit off like I don't drink. I smoke. Like, I smoke and I had my own, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against cheeks. I heard struggling to take. I heard being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling. Like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all this because I was like, this Diddy.
Everybody kind of knew back in the day that Meek Mills and Puff was a little too friendly. Anytime two rappers or two people in the industry come dressed up alike on more than one occasion.
Do you guys recall the video that showed Meek in the water with his back arched, seemingly attempting to ease some pain there, as Diddy taped him and referred to him as his dad?
What's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Shortly after, Jaguar emerged from the woodworks to disclose that Nicki Minaj had captured the audio during her time with Meek.
And if Milk running the around, talking about expensive pain,
Now,
in his
wait, this is Philly you're talking about now. Wait a minute, Jack.
Meek.
Wait a minute.
He's a f***ing Fruit Loop. He Diddy fried.
This is Philly.
He's a deep fried period. He Diddy fried. He Diddy fried. He the Diddy do our bop. Meek. Real rap.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was him. Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas.
Man.
She been waiting to drop that shit on Meek. She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
So then who's the guy who's claiming he recorded it?
Oh, somebody that got paid?
Yeah, he said like I was standing
somebody
outside the
that
door.
got paid.
Yeah.
Since Diddy exposed these men to this material, most of them have never been the same. As you can see, he deceives these men into believing he has the potential to propel their careers to new heights, only for them to become enmeshed in the ritualistic weirdosity of the Illuminati cult. Orlando is currently furious with this sugarhead, whose acting career is in ruins. Rasher's career is in ruins and he has been embroiled in numerous legal disputes. Not only has Meek's career collapsed, but he has never been the same. To be clear, these are only a few of the people he has allegedly killed and slashed or abused.
After she transitioned, a lot of stuff came to light that almost I feel like she was kind of hiding in a way. He was a bad dude, you know? He was a bad dude. And the thing is that Kim was ride or die for him. He offered her $1 million once, like he could feel that she was disconnecting from him. And he like called her like crying, hysterical, please, I can't, don't Kim, I'll give you $1 million. I'll give you $1 million. But she should have just gotten that money. But she never did. She told me she didn't like his scent. But on the other hand, she loved him. But she said he's not the same person he used to be. So like he changed. Because it was all about what kind of place is Puff in. Like, is he in the light or is he in the dark? Like, that was basically like the constant, like, oh yeah, he's back to normal. He's back to himself.
Sahara even went so far as to accuse Diddy of using Kim as a sacrifice to appease the demons he worships. Sahara claimed that when Diddy first started dating Cassie and paraded her around, him told her she felt sorry for Cassie because she had no idea the hell she was about to go through.
Calls me that day, she's like, I can't go. I'm like, why? She's like, Puff called. Like, he wants me to go to the Turks and Caicos. And she's like, I gotta go. And I was like, okay. But what was weird is that something about her was kind of off. Like, so he's good, but suddenly she's not, you know?
Right.
And then it was his 50th birthday, and we were supposed to go to the party together, and she had like called me 3 times being like, you're coming, right? And I'm like, I'm coming. And then the day of the party, she never called me. And I was like, that's weird. And then I called her and she's like, yeah, yeah, you know, the girls came in town. And I was like, okay. So that's kind of weird. And then I remember seeing pictures of her at the party and I'm like, yo, this like doesn't even look like her. Like something's weird. And then through a few days later, she's really sick. And she's like, oh man, I have this like crazy flu. And I called her, I'm like, what's up? And I remember she was like, I'm so sick. And that's how she sounded on the phone. And I was like, Kim, why do you sound like that?
Yeah.
Like, this was somebody that would be like, she was like, her voice had a melody. She'd be like, hey, hey, hey. And like, she sounded like this like guttural, weird sound. And I was like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? And so then I remember I texted her, I don't know, the next day. And I'm like, Kim, are you okay? And she goes, Kimberly down. Is what she wrote in the text message.
Yeah.
It's like weird. And then the next day she was gone.
Oh my God, seriously? Whoa.
So honestly, I mean, Vanessa, what I thought it was like, this is like a spiritual death. Like some shit went down. Like I felt like whatever weird shit was in him was in her. I mean, I'm telling you, his energy was so dark during like the funeral and all that. I couldn't even say hello.
Now, as usual, people had their own thoughts about this, like this person who said there were 2 autopsies done on Kim. One coroner ruled it and the doctor that ended up seriously crashing and dying in a car accident. And the second one was where they ruled at pneumonia. Another person said, I don't care what anybody says. Sean P. Diddy Combs sacrificed Christopher Wallace and Kim Porter as a Ham and an Illuminati puppet. However, I'm curious what you think about Diddy being exposed for using these people as props for his fame, and whether you believe that any of his victims will ever be the same after he is exposed. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other extremely messy video.